It's safe to say that Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley have always been the endgame in the Harry Potter universe. Both of these Gryffindors are beloved fantasy characters, and they've always been favorably shipped together. However, one particular scene revolving around the two characters' relationship wasn't quite as romantic. In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Emma Watson was quite nervous to film a particular scene as Hermione, and apparently angry with the movie's director, Chris Columbus, for making her do it anyway. There's a particular scene at the end of the film in which Hermione has to run into the Great Hall and hug both Harry and Ron. However, the shy, then 11-year-old Watson was too embarrassed to hug both of the boys in front of the cast and crew. Columbus tried to work around things by making Watson hug Daniel Radcliffe and shake Rupert Grint's hand instead. Watson was even embarrassed to hug Radcliffe for too long, so their hug had to be frozen for a few seconds longer than it actually was for it to appear more realistic on screen. The actress has since opened up on Instagram about how nerve-wracking it was to film that scene with everybody on set watching. Watson even said that her arms barely touched around his neck.
You laugh. This is actually quite traumatic for me.
The result of the scene actually ended up working perfectly for the storyline of Ron and Hermione. The fans of the Harry Potter books and films know of the underlying feelings that both characters have for each other. Hermione even ends up marrying the endearing redhead at the conclusion of the series. If you're a true fan, you're up to speed on everything that happens throughout their relationship. Adapting books into movies can be extremely challenging, and many details are often altered in the process. Despite some of the major changes that had to be made to fit within the restrictions of filming the second Harry Potter movie, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets still holds up today. Watson, Grint, and Radcliffe definitely grew closer over the years as the movie franchise went on. However, it seems like the actress's attitude towards filming more intimate scenes with her co-stars never changed. In Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, one of the Horcruxes shows Ron a vision of one of his biggest fears. It just so happens to be Hermione and Harry kissing. The vision is strange and intense, and Watson and Radcliffe had to make it look really passionate. Speaking with the Seattle Times, Watson said that the experience filming the kiss with Radcliffe was, quote, bloody awkward, explaining, "Dan and I are like brother and sister." But unlike her younger self, she put her all into the scene, following director David Yates' directions with the hope that it might help them finish filming more quickly. As the scene is supposed to be a vision seen by Ron, Grint was originally on set to watch them kiss and give accurate reactions, but apparently, Grint couldn't control his emotions at seeing his two best friends making out. Grint shared, "Emma sent me out because I kept laughing. It just looked really strange." This scene is definitely more hands-on than the Chamber of Secrets hug, and Watson held it all together to get the filming done. It wasn't even the only kissing scene she had to do for the franchise. Ron and Hermione finally make their romance official with a kiss in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Being as close to Grint as she is with Radcliffe, Watson told Movies Ireland, "Believe me, we both wanted it to be over equally as much as the other. It's honestly like kissing my brother. It was weird." Despite how they felt in real life, the kiss is a very important moment for Ron and Hermione's relationship on screen. Thankfully, the two actors successfully overcame the awkwardness to make it look realistic. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Looper videos about your favorite movies are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.